Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, what we're seeing here is a potential seismic shift in the AFC North landscape, and it's all centered around a move that's generating buzz from NFL insiders and analysts alike. Rumors swirling around indicate that the Pittsburgh Steelers might be preparing to trade tight end Pat Freiermuth to the Chicago Bears, and the compensation being discussed is a third-round pick in the 2026 draft. This isn't just a minor transaction. This could be a statement move by Pittsburgh, a calculated decision rooted in both the team's current needs and their long-term strategy. So let's break down what this could mean, not just for the Steelers but for the entire division, and how it might reshape the playoff picture moving forward. First, let's talk about Pat Freiermuth, a player who's been a significant part of the Steelers' offense since he was drafted out of Penn State. The 26-year-old tight end has been a reliable target, especially noted for his ability to stretch defenses across the middle and his impressive yards after catch. In the 2025 season, Freiermuth has contributed with 13 receptions for 187 yards and 2 touchdowns on just 22 targets, which shows he's still a key piece when he's on the field. His average of 4 yards per reception, and a first down conversion rate of 46.2% demonstrate his ability to gain important yardage and keep drives alive, despite some dips in snap counts falling to 46.8% amid Washington's rising prominence. He remains a potent threat in the passing game. Over his career, he's accumulated 233 catches for 337 yards and 20 touchdowns in 61 games, earning a top 25 PFF receiving grade, which speaks volumes about his consistency and quality as a tight end. What makes Freiermuth particularly appealing is his versatility. He can be a seam stretcher, but he's also a capable blocker, especially in Chicago's motion-heavy offense. His run-blocking grade has been rising, currently at 65.4, and that complements Caleb Williams' dynamic quarterback play. Williams, as you all know, is a young superstar in the making, and pairing him with a tight end like Freiermuth could be a game-changer for the Bears. Freiermuth's blocking prowess, combined with his receiving skills, makes him an ideal fit for Chicago, especially given their emphasis on a balanced attack. His 68-yard-long reception and 2 1-yards-per-route run highlight his big play potential, and with a concussion limiting him to just 17 games in 2024, he's shown resilience and the ability to bounce back and contribute when healthy. Now, why would the Steelers consider parting ways with a player of Freiermuth's caliber? Well, it's largely about roster construction and strategic thinking. Pittsburgh has been facing some tough decisions, especially regarding their secondary. Their pass defense has hemorrhaged yards, an alarming 248.7 yards per game through the air, ranking 31st in the league. This is a division where quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers with his 270 passing yards and other elite passers can exploit those weaknesses if not addressed. The Steelers' secondary has struggled to contain opponents, and perhaps this trade is a move to free up capital, specifically targeting a slot cornerback, which has been a glaring need. The team is looking to bolster that position with a third-round pick, aiming to improve their ability to shut down the pass, especially on third down, where they currently rank near the bottom. It's worth noting that the decision isn't solely about replacing Freiermuth or depleting their tight end room. The Steelers have a surplus of tight ends, with Jonnu Smith, for example, averaging just 4.8 receptions per game, but offering blocking and versatility. Trading Freiermuth might be viewed as a way to recoup draft capital and address the secondary's issues, which have become a critical weakness. The Steelers' defense, which has traditionally been their backbone, is under pressure to improve their third-down stop rate, currently at just 32%, and that's a stark contrast to their historically stout standards. They're betting on draft picks and internal development to turn that around, and moving on from Freiermuth could be part of that strategic calculus. But of course, it's not just about the Steelers' needs. The Chicago Bears are on the rise, sitting at 4-2 and showing signs of becoming a formidable team in the NFC. They've already made significant moves this season, and acquiring Freiermuth could be the piece that pushes their offense into another tier. With Caleb Williams leading the charge, a young quarterback with immense talent and a high ceiling, Chicago is looking to maximize every weapon available. Freiermuth's addition would give Williams a reliable target in the middle of the field, a security blanket who can convert third downs and create mismatches in the red zone. His blocking skills also help open lanes for the running game, which is crucial for a team trying to establish a balanced attack. The stats support this potential upgrade. Freiermuth's integration into Chicago's offense could boost their yards per game from around 212 to closer to 248, a significant increase. His blocking grade, which has surged to 65.4, complements Caleb Williams' impressive rating of 95. 2. Creating a dynamic duo that can elevate the Bears' offensive efficiency. The duo's contested catch win rate of 55% echoes elite standards, similar to what you see with top-tier teams like the 49ers, and that's exactly the kind of impact Chicago is aiming for. Their red zone efficiency has improved, with touchdowns per game rising to 2.5, and the sack rate for Williams has been cut in half, down to 4.1%. All these factors point to a team that is actively reshaping its roster to compete at a higher level. Now let's talk about the bigger picture here, playoff implications and Super Bowl chances. According to the latest odds, Freiermuth's move to Chicago has nudged the Bears' Super Bowl odds from +5.0 to +4.0. That might seem minor, but in the NFL, even small shifts can be monumental, especially when they involve key players. Freiermuth's targets per game, which average around 5.2, serve as a vital security blanket for Williams, especially against NFC North rivals who are known for aggressive blitzing and tough defenses. His route share in 2 tight end sets has increased by 12%, and his conversion rate on third downs could be a difference maker in tight games. The Bears are clearly building a team with a mix of youth and experience, and Freiermuth's arrival reinforces that. He's becoming a key piece in their quest for a deep playoff run, and for the Steelers, it's a calculated risk, a move that might free up the cap space and draft capital needed to shore up their secondary. Their defense, which has historically been their identity, is under scrutiny now more than ever, and addressing their pass defense must be a priority. They're betting on internal development and savvy draft choices to turn things around, but this trade could be a catalyst for that change. And it's not just about the immediate impact. Freiermuth's presence in Chicago might unlock new levels for Caleb Williams, who's already shown flashes of brilliance but needs weapons to truly blossom. His 20% route share in 2 TE sets suggests that he'll be a focal point in the offense, especially on third down, where his +12% conversion rate can change the outcome of games. His ability to gain yards after the catch, combined with his red zone effectiveness, makes him a valuable asset for any team with Super Bowl aspirations. The Bears, with their improving blocking grades and Williams' growth, are positioning themselves as a serious contender. For Pittsburgh fans, though this is bittersweet, Freiermuth has been a fan favorite, and many see him as a core piece of the future. However, in the NFL, business is business, and sometimes a move like this is necessary to build a more competitive roster around the quarterback and the defense. The Steelers might be looking at this as an opportunity to draft a young cornerback, someone with potential to develop into a shutdown player, especially after considering their struggles against the pass this season. The secondary's inability to contain opponents has been a glaring weakness, and adding a slot cornerback through the draft could be a strategic move to fix that. So, what does all of this mean for the AFC North? Well, it's a division that's always been tough, but now we see the tide shifting a bit. The Steelers, traditionally known for their tough defense and gritty play, are making bold moves to adapt and improve. Meanwhile, the Bears are positioning themselves as dangerous playoff contenders, especially with a young quarterback and a more explosive offense. This trade might be just the beginning of a series of moves that could reshape the division hierarchy. Remember, the NFL is a league of adjustments, and teams that are willing to make bold moves often find themselves in the mix come playoff time. In the end, this potential trade of Pat Freiermuth from Pittsburgh to Chicago is about more than just 2 players exchanging jerseys. It's about strategic planning, roster building, and the relentless pursuit of excellence that defines NFL teams. Whether it's a wise move or a risky gamble, only time will tell. But one thing is for sure. The AFC North is about to get even more interesting, and Steelers fans, you should keep your eyes peeled because this story is far from over. The season is unfolding in unexpected ways, and the ripple effects of this move could be felt all the way through the postseason. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think trading Freiermuth is the right move? Are you excited about what the Steelers might do with their draft picks to bolster the secondary? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news.